Hey guys, and welcome to today's vlog. Today, I feel like I'm saying this every time, but today's exciting. I'm really excited. I've been looking forward to today all week. So today I'm going to give Dee another jump. So the last time I jumped her was cross country, and the last time before that was the last jumping vlog that I uploaded. So I haven't really jumped her that much. I've been really focusing on flat work with her. So all this week I was doing lots of pole work. The first few times I came around to the poles, she was a little bit quick, which was great because she was doing that to the fences on cross country. But with pole work, it's so easy. Like I can just ask her to hold on the pole, whereas if there's a jump there, she has to actually jump over the jump. So I really worked on getting her rhythm really nice, really steady to all the poles. I did loads of pole work actually, and yesterday she was so perfect. I had 3 canter poles in a row, like little bounce poles, cantered over them really nicely. And today my plan is to make the middle one of those poles a jump. So hopefully yesterday I would have put in all the basics that we need to have a successful jumping school today. I've also been doing this great exercise that I do with every horse, and it's like my go-to exercise for teaching adjustability, for learning to see a stride, for everything like that. And it's just 2 poles in a row. They're about 4 or 5 strides apart, and then I do them in 5 strides, I do them in 6 strides. I didn't try and do them in 4 strides because I didn't want to encourage her to be any quicker than she is, and stuff like that. So yeah, she was just getting in a really nice rhythm, listening to me, adjusting, shortening if I ask her to, lengthening if I ask her to. Yeah, and she felt really good, really strong. She's like a lot more balanced and everything now, just as she gets stronger and more fit and back into the swing of things. So yeah, I'm so excited to jump her. I'm really hopeful that she will have learned from the pole work during the week and that she's going to jump really nice, and she might be a little bit slower because if you guys remember the grid work that I did last time, she was a little bit quick through the grid and she was just wanted to get to the other side, but bless her, she is quite careful, so she was trying not to hit the pole, but she wasn't making life easy for herself. So now today I'm hoping she'll be nice and slow, she'll think about what she's doing, and she might make a really nice shape over the fences as well. So that is the plan. I'm gonna head over there now. Yeah, that is it. So I will see you when I get to the yard. So these are the 3 canter poles that I was doing yesterday. They're about 3 meters apart, I think. And then the middle one, as you can see, we're gonna make a jump. And then that pole is the 5 stride distance I was doing. And then there's always a few trot poles to get her warmed up and loose. So now I'm gonna go and grab her, head down, bring her in, give her a groom, tack her up, and then we'll get going. I can't wait. Hey guys, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a voiceover from this ride because a lot of you guys have been asking what exercises I used to slow Diva down when she's jumping, because yeah, you'll see by the end of the video there's a huge difference between this jumping and the cross country and even the grid before that. So I start off all my rides on her really focusing on getting a nice inside bend because this is the key to relaxing her. I try to think about wrapping her body around my inside leg, and then I'm always giving with my inside leg to reward her whenever she relaxes. So everything I do with her is in an effort to relax her and get her to stretch down and relax her neck. There, she just had a little bit of a stumble. So I go on both reins. She's a little bit less flexible to the left. She's a little bit weaker on the left rein, so it just takes a little bit of a different ride to get her to bend to the left, but I think you can barely see the difference anymore. She's really improved. So then I come over the trot poles. So every time I ride over a pole, like, she needs to be straight and she needs to stay in a good rhythm. They're the 2 key components for me. And if you ride every single pole like this, then it'll eventually transfer to your jumping. So it doesn't matter if it's just a pole on the ground, you're just walking over it, you know, they have to be straight and relaxed and in a good rhythm. And it just teaches them that every time they see a pole, that is how they go over it. So I come around my corner, stay really straight, make sure she doesn't wobble over the poles. That was really nice. And then the getaway is just as important. So I ride straight up to the fence and then do a nice turn. And all the while, she needs to stay relaxed and supple in listening to me. So now I change the rein and I do it on the other rein. So on the right rein, she tends to bend a little bit to the right over the poles. So that's just something I really think about. And then every horse is going to be different. So you just need to really think about how your horse feels over the poles. Are they drifting to one side or the other? Are they trying to bend one way or the other? Yeah, that is just Diva's little things. That's why I just always have that in the back of my mind, and I'm really conscious that she's super straight on the right rein. On the left rein, she's often a lot straighter, but she might be a little bit more tense through the corner. So that's a different thing I need to think about. So here I am popping into canter. As you can see, her canter is so improved. I actually don't think I have a lot of videos of her cantering before, like at the start, but she used to be very tense and she wasn't able to canter slowly. It just had to be speed all the time. So I'm absolutely delighted with this canter. Now I'm cantering over these canter poles. So there I had a little bit of a long stride, but it was just important that I took her back after the poles. She's allowed to go on a long stride, she just can't get quick while she's doing it, because in reality, you know, you're not going to meet every jump perfectly. You might have to jump off a long stride or a short stride sometimes. It's just important that they stay relaxed while they're doing it. So as you can see, because she had a bit of a long stride, I took her back, I did a nice circle, got her really relaxed, and then trotted her and rewarded her. Now I'm coming on the left rein. I'm going down the line of poles first. I do mess up the stride a little bit to this one, which is a bit bad. Oh, I do a circle first, of course. So yeah, doing a circle before the pole has really helped her too, because she doesn't just come around the corner and think, okay, go pull. You know, she comes around the corner, she's like, oh, what is Holly going to ask me to do? The circle is great for getting her to relax. So it's a win-win. So we just pop down in the 5 strides. And she's staying really nice and relaxed and listening to me. So now I'm coming around to the poles. Again, just keeping that rhythm. And obviously she wasn't this good. The first time I did the poles, as I was saying before, she really raced over them. But I just kept asking her to slow down, go back to trot, even go back to walk. A few times I was cantering up to the poles, and every time she went to like speed off, I just asked her to walk, and then I would just walk over the poles instead of cantering. And very quickly she caught on that poles mean slow down and relax. So she was a really good pupil. She is a really quick learner, but other horses might just take a bit longer. Well, it did take her like a good week to have it really down pat. So, you know, take your time. Don't worry if it doesn't happen immediately. So now I've made the middle pole a little fence. So again, a nice circle, really keeping her in that rhythm. And I mean, that was a pretty nice rhythm the whole way down. After the fence, yes, she got a little bit quick, put her head up, but she came back to me within 2 or 3 strides, and that is all I could ask for at this stage. So now I come around on the other rein. So on this rein is her weaker rein, as I was saying, which is why she often lands on the right lead, as in not the correct lead. So that's just something we're working on. Already she's really improved. Like this is a week ago now, and the last time I jumped her, she landed on the correct lead every time. So, you know, it's just something we're working on. But she did her nice flying change and settled down very quickly. So that is all I want. You know, I just want her to listen to me when I ask her to slow down, and she did. So now I'm coming again doing a little circle. On the right rein, as I was saying, over the poles, she likes to bend to the right. So it's something that I'm really aware of when I'm coming down to the jump, that she's really straight. I almost have to bend her to the left. So there she kept a really good rhythm the whole way down. She got quick after the fence, but then came right back to me when I asked and did a lovely circle. And again, coming on the left rein, it's really important to, you know, go on both reins, find out which way they're stronger, any inequalities on the reins. I've already kind of explained the difference between the two reins with her. So that was really nice. She stayed really relaxed the whole way and landed on the correct lead and came back to me within 2 strides. So I was really, really pleased with that one, especially being her weaker rein. Really, really pleased. So again, little circle to relax her and then back to trot to reward her. Now we're coming on the right rein again. We've put it up a little bit, I think. I was really happy with that. She really rocked back, sat on her hocks, jumped, and then had a lovely back end and landed really balanced. Like, she landed there and she could have jumped another fence immediately. You know, she was really balanced and really with me. So I was so happy with that. So I went on to the left rein. And this one was also a really nice approach. She came back to me straight away. She was on the wrong leg, but she did a nice flying change. So all was good. Very, very pleased with her there. I just did it one more time on the left rein. Again, really nice rhythm. Came back to me straight away. And another nice flying change. So now I have made it an oxer. When I make it an oxer, I take away the landing pole because there's just too much of a risk of them landing on the pole and injuring themselves. So there, her approach was really nice. Her jump was really nice. Her getaway was a little bit tense for a few strides. Then I took away the placing pole to really test her to see if she would stay in a nice rhythm. And as you can see, she stays really nice, maybe a little bit the last stride, and then comes back to me straight away. So I was really, really pleased with her today. Andrew's turn. This is the owner of Diva. Andrew has said that he'll be on the video.
Holly's doing a great job riding my horse.
Yeah, so we're both having a lot of fun with her, and now Andrew's going to have a little jump. Righto. Good girl. Yeah. Now think about outside bend. Think about keeping her calm and relaxed and really, really nice. And now get a nice canter back before you trot. Yes. There. Good girl, Diva. Doing some stretches. Oh, you're cheating. Don't cheat. Good girl. So good. Good girl. She's like the quietest girl ever. Good girl. Well, I would say that was a huge success. Diva was absolutely brilliant. Stayed in a really good rhythm the whole way down to all the fences. So yeah, basically with horses that are quite quick to fences, I like to put those poles before and after, because the pole before means they need to get in quite deep. It slows them down, it makes them look at it, and the pole after means they can't just launch across the fence because they have to land quite steep in order to not land on the pole or land after the pole. Although sometimes you'll find horses will just jump over all the poles. Welbeck has definitely done that. So yeah, that's what I do. but it's always good to like have some foundations put in there so that they know what poles mean, and that poles mean go slow, and that it's not like this new concept to them, which is why I spent all week riding over these poles, getting her really, really calm. As I was saying, she really sped up over the poles the first time I did them, so I just asked her to halt every time. I trotted over them first before I even cantered over them, everything like that. Putting in all those foundations really, really helps when it does come to jumping. So yeah, then we jumped with the pole there. She just found it a little bit hard jumping from that short stride and then, you know, getting the front bar and stuff when it was an oxer, which is understandable. She probably hasn't done that. Well, she hasn't done that definitely in a long time, if at all. So she just needs to build up that strength in her hindquarters to really get in deep and push and make that front bar. So then we took out the first pole and cantered her down to it, and she kept that really, really nice rhythm the whole way down, stayed really soft, stayed really listening to me. I was so pleased. And yeah, the only other thing to mention is that I took away the landing pole when it was an oxer, because when it's an oxer, horses do tend to do a longer jump and there is more risk of the horse landing on the pole. So it's always really important to be careful with that landing pole. If a horse lands on it, obviously that's quite a little bit dangerous. It's really nice to have. You can buy like square poles so they don't roll away, which is good. And also you can buy like foam poles, like so the horse steps on it, it's just foam, so they can step on it no problem. That would be the ideal. I have yet to invest in a set of those, but I think I might. They're very, very handy and very safe, so that's always good. So yeah, that's just, I thought I'd throw that out there. Absolutely delighted with her. Gonna do more pole work over the week. She's slightly stronger on the right rein than the left rein, so I'm going to do some canter pulls on a circle, I think, to work on that left rein bend in the canter and get her sitting on her back end a little bit more. Maybe some raised canter pulls, that could be exciting. Might do them on the lunge actually, that could be good for her. So yeah, lots and lots of plans for her. I'm hoping you're enjoying seeing her progress. If you compare this jumping session to the last one where I did the grid, she was speeding down it. So we definitely improved loads and loads. She's really getting back into the swing of things. Like, she's just fresh jumping. She hasn't done it in a while. She's been like in semi work for a long time. So now she's settling back into the swing of things, and yeah, we're having some fun. So that is it for today. I'm gonna go meet my friends for lunch. It's a gorgeous day, and yeah, making the most of my Sunday before I head back to work tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.